Only things you can say, but you can use all three tools to convey your emotions: your face, your voice, your body. All right, so I'm going to give you like 20 seconds to sort of figure out what kind of vibe you're going for. You guys just switch off since we've got an uneven number. All right, so you're a group of 3, you're a group of 2. You got like 20 seconds. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, 9, 5, 10, 11. We only can go to 10. Good. 9. Is the story supposed to continue and we go along with each other?
You can, yes, absolutely. Yeah. You can keep going round and round, yeah. It's your story to tell. So you've got a couple more seconds, so it's your story to tell.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 2, 9.
Okay, good. All right, now we're going to perform for each other. So, a couple of things about performing. This is like redundant because you all are performers, so this is redundant, but that's okay. Specifically on stage, which is different in dancing. In dancing, you can sort of use all sides of your body. On stage, typically in a bigger auditorium like this one, you want to make sure that you're what we call cheating out to the audience, all right? That just means that you want to make sure that the audience can see your face that you're using to make all these facial expressions and hear your voice, and sometimes if you're turned around to the back, that's hard to do. So this is an odd space to do this in, but for the interests of today, we'll call this our little playing space, right? So we're the audience, you up here are our actors, right? So you're going to cheat out a little bit, you're going to be nice and loud, and you're going to give us the most dramatic 1 to 10 we've ever seen. What group wants to go first?
Us.
All right, go for it, my friends.
That we can always see.
Yeah, so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Very good. Give them a round of applause. All right, group number 2. Whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Very good. Give them a round of applause. Very good. Okay, so yes. All right, we didn't need words to figure out that you guys were all having some sort of spat with each other. Sometimes you thought about reconciling, but you didn't. Sometimes you were getting out of there, so you didn't necessarily need words, right? And being dancers, you were all very good at emoting, right? So the next thing we're going to do is the same sort of improv, but this time we are going to use words, and the words are beat orangutan. Repeat after me. Beat orangutan. And clarendipity. Right? Nonsense words, right? But those are the only words you can say. You can say them in any combination that you like. You can say them slow, you can say them fast. When you're acting, you have motivations, right? You want something from the other person. You want something out of a situation. You want something. So this time, I want you to think about a scene in which you're trying to get something from somebody else. Maybe you want them to give you money. I don't know. Maybe you want them to join your side for a great war. Maybe you want them to gang up with you and go toilet paper somebody's house. I don't know what you're doing. But you are trying to get something from someone else. So you have the 2 words. You can say them in any order. You can interrupt each other. It's basically as if you are aliens, which is apropos because our show has some aliens in it. And you are aliens, that is your language, right? We don't know as humans what that means, but you're going to try to convey some emotion with those words, right? So you're trying to get something from somebody else, right? You can stay in the same group, so you can switch it up. And I'm going to give you 20 seconds again. Yes, ma'am. I can, absolutely, yes. We've got beat orangutan
Beat orangutan.
and clarendipity. Let's
Clarendipity.
do it one more time. We've got beat orangutan
Beat orangutan.
and clarendipity.
Clarendipity.
Yes, and if you forget or get into the heat of the moment, any gibberish words will do. Okay, all right, so 20 seconds if you want to flip-flop, you can. Yes, perfect, all right, so, yes. This time, last time we had, your emotions were high. This time, I want soap opera. I don't know if that may have, yes, I want soap opera. I want high drama, all right? I want you to take it from a 10 to a 20. Give me all the drama. Okay, 20 seconds.
Beat orangutan. Clarendipity. Clarendipity.
Whatever you want.
Beat orangutan.
Beat orangutan. Clarendipity. Clarendipity. Beat orangutan. Beat orangutan. Beat orangutan.
Only I can put it all around.
Beat orangutan. Clear. Plus they're different. Beat orangutan.
Beat orangutan. Clarendipity. Beat
Beat orangutan.
Okay, good. We got like 10 seconds more and then we'll perform.
Clarendipity.
Yes.
Clarendipity. Clarendipity. Beat orangutan.
Clarendipity. Beat orangutan.
Beat orangutan. Clarendipity. Clarendipity.
That's very dramatic. I'm enjoying it already. All right. All right, who's ready? What group goes first? All right, I saw that hand first. All right, ladies. Give us what you get.
Clarendipity.
Beat orangutan. Clarendipity. Beat orangutan.
Very good, very good. The drum was high. There was even a cry to the gods. I enjoyed it very much. All right.
We didn't do the plan.
All right, here we go. Whenever you're ready, ladies.
Beat orangutan.
Oh.
Clarendipity. Beat orangutan. Clarendipity. Beat orangutan. Beat orangutan. Clarendipity. Clarendipity.
That's sad. All right, very good. Very good. Okay, good. All right. Right, so we don't need words. We don't need words, but sometimes we do have words. So now our improv is we're going to do similar. We've got gibberish, but this is an improv for more people in which we'll have translators. Have you ever seen someone speaking in a foreign language, or perhaps with sign language, and you have someone who's translating for them? So we're going to have two actors who are speaking in gibberish, and this time you can go off the rails, any kind of gibberish you want. But behind you, you're going to have two translators. So for instance, if I am actor one and my partner actor two, we're doing some gibberish. We're saying things like ping pong, swish wash, mishmash. The person behind them is going to translate that to what they're saying. So it's a sort of group activity, so you're working together, all right? As the translators, you have the option to make the scene go off the rails. You have the option to push the drama in a certain direction, right? Because you're telling them basically what they're saying, but you're also picking up on their body and their voice and how they're sounding to give you an idea of what's going on. So we won't rehearse this one. So we need two volunteers to be the gibberish. All right, I saw those two hands first. So you guys are gibberish-ers, and then I need two people to be our translators. All right, ladies, hop on up there, and we'll work you in. All right. Now, you're gonna help me. All right, we're gonna see if we can understand the scene. Are you ready? Whenever you're ready, ladies, so they're gonna gibberish, you guys are gonna translate. So they'll speak some gibberish, you'll translate. Here we go, let's see how it works.
I hate you so much. Oh my gosh, your life is terrible.
How dare you insult me?
It was just for offense.
Offense doesn't make it any better.
Yes, it does. You're always wrong.
Screw all this, will you marry me?
Whatever.
Thank you for your forgiveness.
I love you so much.
Okay, freeze right there. All right, I want you to go and tap the shoulder of someone whose position you would like to take. You may either choose to be a gibberish person or a translating person. Okay. All right now. So instead of continuing the same scene, switch it up. Try a different emotion. Be angrier. Be sadder. Be happier. Try something, and then let's see where that takes us. And go.
I fear I'm dying. No, Cordelia, don't die.
I cannot help it. I must die.
No. Go. She's so gone.
Very good. Give yourselves a round of applause. The dancers back then. That's what you get when you got dancers. Dancers back then. All right, perfect. So you don't need words, but sometimes you have words to tell the story. So also Cordelia is the name in one of Shakespeare's plays. It's the name of King Lear's daughter. So good thing about. So I don't know if you knew that, but it's true. Shakespeare can oftentimes be intimidating because the words don't sound like what we talk like, right? It's not in our everyday vernacular, right? The words are sort of weird. Also, sometimes Shakespeare deals with what's called iambic pentameter or prose, and those can be tough to deal with. We're not going to deal with that today because we're just dipping our toes into some Shakespeare. But we're going to take a Shakespearean line, and we're going to, each of you are going to have the same line, and I want you to think how you could deliver it. You could deliver it, if you know the play, you could deliver it as it might be delivered. You could deliver it any different way, and then we're going to come back and we're going to perform them, and then we're gonna do it again before we move on to our monologues for the afternoon. What we're gonna do. So the line is, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? So once again, we've got Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? So you're going to say that line. You could say it it's from Romeo and Juliet, which is a play about star-crossed lovers, and it's very tragic, and there's lots of pining and sadness. Or you could say it angrily. You can say, when you're playing Juliet, who says that line? You can play it however you want. As an actor, it is your choice to take the character in whatever direction makes sense for you and the text. So, basically, what is that saying? Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? What are we saying there?
Where are you?
Yes, where are you? Yo, Romeo, where are you? I've been waiting for you for 45 minutes and you didn't show up and I'm angry. Or, oh, Romeo, why aren't you here with me? I miss you so much, my heart is breaking. It's up to you, all right? So, that's your line. If you need a refresher, come see me and I'll give it to you. You can just do the first part if you can't remember the whole line. Romeo, Romeo. All right, so you've got that. It's your solo performance. So decide how you would perform it. I'll give you a couple of seconds, 20 seconds or so, and think of all the things that you can use. You can use your body, you can use your face, you can use your voice, you can use any of the space around here. You can lean upon our delightful clothes rack. You can use a chair if you want. So it's your line. It's your very, very minuscule monologue. It's as if you were in a play. You've got one line, one option to make an impression. So give us an impression. right, you got like 20 seconds, think about it. If you need a refresher on the line. Yes. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? I can also, can't write it down, so you can bring a pen, but if you could just do Romeo, Romeo, you could say, you could even just do Romeo, Romeo, where are you? That's easier to remember. So you have 20 seconds, you're all alone, this is your solo performance. Got some sweet music as a background going on here. All right. Who's ready? I love it. Sometimes I have to coax people to being ready. You guys are like, yes, I'm in this. I got this. All right, let's have you first. All right. And yes, so take your stage. This is your stage. It is a weird and oddly shaped stage, but anything can be a stage. As Shakespeare says, all the world's a stage. Okay. All right, here we go.
Romeo. Romeo. Where art thou, Romeo?
Yes, very good, good, good. Give a round of applause. All right, who's next? Hop up there. Yes, get up there.
Romeo, Romeo, where are you?
I love it. Very good. Give a round of applause. All right, Ryan, hop up there.
Quillen did almost the exact same thing as me, so I'm changing
That's
it.
okay.
Right,
That's all right.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
That's very good. Give a round of applause. I want to see that production of Romeo and Juliet. All right, who's next? Who's next? Yes, get up there.
Romeo, where are you?
I also want to see that. Very good, very good. All right, last but not least, get on up there.
Romeo, Romeo, where the heck are you?
Very good, very good. All right, now real quick. Yes, yes. Where the heck are you? Yeah, it is true. Sometimes they do take Shakespeare and turn it into to modern language. So I can see that happening. Very true. All right, so last time we're gonna do one more quick round of this. Last time, if you were angry, be lovesick, or be so distraught that you cannot get words out because you're crying so hard. If you were searching, be angry. So flip your point of view, flip your action, flip your motivation. All right. So real quick, think about it. I'll give you a couple of seconds, and we'll do it one more time. Oh, she's got it. All right.
Get hard on it. You got it.
You ready? You can do it. You can make it
Romeo, where are you?
She does die at the end, but she dies way sooner in that version. I like it. Make it like much shorter. All right, who's next? Yes, Miss Ryan, get up there.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Very good, very good. Musical, I love it. All right, who's next? Who's next? Yes, get up there. Yes, get up there. It's like we've added one of the Scotch Place witches in there. I like it. All right, yes.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, I love you. Where are you?
Very good. Give yourself a round of applause. Right, yes, so. And another thing which you guys don't need reminding, but because you're performers already, but directors and people who are with you in plays can always tell you to bring it back down. It is always a great idea to give them everything you've got. Don't leave anything and don't think, oh, maybe I'll try that later. Give them everything you got. They can always bring you back. It is way harder to try to be like, all right, you can do it. Give me something. Give me a little emotion. And if you just give it to them, they'll be like, whoa, that was a lot of emotion. Let's dial it back just a skosh. So that was great. So on the table there, it's all the same. So just grab one of those sheets. They are numbered. I want you to ignore those numbers because usually I wasn't sure how many people I would have, so sometimes I split it up. This is Puck's final speech from A Midsummer Night's Dream, which is also in our show Return to the Forbidden Planet. This is, they use a version, the writer of that show used this speech as an inspiration to write the end of our show that we're doing this evening. So, like I said, I often use it because it is, I think, one of the easier speeches to understand what he's saying. It's not written in iambic pentameter, it's written in tetrameter, but that's fine, we don't need to know that. We're not even thinking about that. We are just reading it, we're ignoring these numbers, and we are just reading it as much as you want to read. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can do one line, you can do 2 lines, you can do the whole thing. We're just reading it as we would read anything. Who's read poetry before? Yeah? Okay? So in poetry, in Shakespeare, in any kind of reading, you follow the punctuation marks. So this one is a little bit different because we have so many punctuation marks. Sometimes you won't have a punctuation mark for a long time. So you speak that sentence, you speak the sentence until you reach a punctuation mark. So for instance, in this first stanza here, we have, if we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, right? What do you think that means? Puck, I'll give you some backstory. Puck is a fairy. Yeah. He is sort of like the narrator, sort of like the person who leads the audience through the show. He's speaking this speech to the audience. He's breaking that fourth wall. He's talking to the audience. And he's saying to them, if we shadows, if we characters here on this stage have offended you, if you didn't like the play, think of this and it will be fine. Okay, the next line is that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And there we have an instance of where you don't have a punctuation mark here at the end of the sentence, so you just keep on going. That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. What do you think he's saying there? He's saying, you just what?
You were just dreaming.
You were just dreaming. It doesn't matter, you were just dreaming. These visions were just a dream. And then the third stanza, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. So he's basically saying, this thing that you've just seen is just a dream. It's nothing to be concerned about. Gentles do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. So he's saying, listen, audience, if you're upset, don't be. We'll make amends. We will fix it. And as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the Puck a liar call, so good night unto you all. So basically in those 3 stanzas he's saying, his name is Puck, he's saying, I'm an honest Puck, I'm an honest fairy, and if we have the luck, we're gonna make amends for what you've seen. If you didn't like it, we're gonna make amends for it, right? Else you could call him a liar. So good night unto you all. And the very last stanza, one of my favorites in all of Shakespeare, give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends, right? He's called Puck, he's also called Robin Goodfellow, because Shakespeare likes to make things a little confusing sometimes. But he's basically saying there, give us your hands. He wants what? Applause. Give us your hands if we be friends. So he's saying, give us some applause if you liked it, if we're friends. And I will restore amends. The dream will be over and you can go to your cars and go home. All right, so this is your monologue, right? Your fairy. Now, usually I would do an exercise where I make everyone move about the room as different kinds of things, animals, fairies, but you guys have a pretty good understanding of how to move in your body, so I don't think we need to do that. So, you're thinking of your body. You can stand and deliver the monologue straight. You could move around a little bit. You're a fairy, you could move like a fairy, right? You could use a fairy sort of lilting voice. It's up to you. This is your monologue. All right, what are some things, just off the top of your head, that you might think to do if you were presented this monologue, this little speech, this soliloquy, this speech to the audience? What might you do? What could you do? You could hop around like a fairy. What else could you do? Yeah.
Like, present
Yes,
yourself.
yes, you could gesture to the audience. We had a workshop a couple of days ago where we talked about how Shakespeare sometimes gives you clues about who to talk to. So you could gesture to the audience, you could gesture to yourself, all right? You could use a fairy-like voice, all right? As actors, we can play with our voice. You could deliver this like a cheerleader. You could, or you could deliver it like a Christmas elf. You could deliver it like you are a queen and you're talking to your subjects, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. First, we're going to read it through once together again. And as I said, you can do just this first line. You can do 2 lines, you can do 3 lines. It's up to you. This is your performance. You are movers, dancers, athletes. You can incorporate some movement into this if you like. If you feel moved to dance, dance. If you feel moved to show more with your body than with your voice, give us that. All right, so we're going to read through it one more time. So we've got, if we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Right? So those are our words. This is your moment, right? So you can do whatever you want. I want high drama. I want you to think about the 3 things you can use: your voice, your face, your body. I want you to think about your motivation, all right? You want a nice big applause, right? You want to entertain the crowd. It's your moment. Say you're in a play and the whole play was terrible and this is your moment to shine. So you've come out and you are gonna just take the stage and impress the audience, if nothing else. All right, does anyone have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
What if you're not comfortable with going?
What if we're going alone? Well, we can do it in pairs, absolutely. We can, yeah. If you need a yes, absolutely. We can work it out, no worries. So, absolutely, yeah. So, we can, yeah. So let's give you a minute or 2 to sort of look at this, decide what you're gonna do, decide how you're gonna perform. And then we'll perform, and then we have a couple more activities to do, but I wanna make sure we got through this with the time we have left. So, I'm gonna give you a minute starting nowish. Think of what you wanna do, and then we will perform. If you have any questions, you can come see me. If you have any questions about words, if you want to team up, you can do that as well, absolutely. I'm all for teams. Acting is much like dancing, is a team sport. And here we go. Your minute begins now.
And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream.
Very good, very good. All right, stay right there. We're saying one more time. All right, so this time, I want you to try planting your feet. And I want you to use only your upper body to speak to everybody. It's a little challenge. Let's see how it goes.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream.
Good, yeah. Let's give her a round. All right, last but not least, top on it there, my friends.
that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear rough. And this weak and the idle theme, no more yielding but a dream rough.
Good, all right, now, stop right there. You can't give me something like being a dog and not make me take you that to the next level. So, all right, get into it. Give me some dog, give me some dog arms, give me some real barks, give me some doggy breathing, all right? Give me, take your dog, we're on a 5, I want a 15. We have 15 level dog here. All right, and whenever you're ready.
If the shadows have offended,
Very good.
think that this and all is mended. Rough.
Very good.
That you have but slumbered here, rough. While these visions did appear. And this week, in the idle theme, no more yielding but a dream.
Very good, very good. For a round of applause. And there's a direct sort of relationship between a dog wanting belly rubs and an actor wanting applause. So very good. You did an amazing job. Just give yourselves a round of applause. All right. We may come back to those, but I want to end out with just a fun improv game. It's got nothing to do with Shakespeare, but it does have to do with levels. All right. So there'll be 3 players, right? You'll have one person must always be at the level. So someone must always be standing, someone must always be sitting, and someone must always be lying down. Now this carpet is interesting, so if you don't feel like lying down, that's fine. You can crouch, you can lie down, right? So someone must always be standing, someone must always be sitting, and someone must always be on the floor. Now, so we need 3 players. Now we need a place. Someone give me a place. A place, Los Angeles, okay. We need an event. What's happening? What's going on in Los Angeles? Yes?
Someone was just shot.
Okay, all right. We're in Los Angeles and there's been a tragedy. Tragedy of epic proportions. All right, now we need, who are these people? What is their relationship to each other? 3 people, what is their relationship to each other?
Brother. A maniac.
A maniac, okay.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
cop.
Okay, and?
A sassy Russian woman.
Okay, all right, so in our scene in Los Angeles, we have just witnessed a tragedy. We have a maniac who has maybe caused a tragedy. I don't know, it's Los Angeles. He could just be a random maniac. We have a cop, and we have a sassy Russian lady, right? So we're going to have these people, but we must stay within the parameters of our improv, and that someone must always be sitting, someone must always be standing, and someone must always be laying down. So for instance, if I were sitting, and I was in the improv, and I felt the need to stand up and have an exclamation, then the person who was standing might sit down, or the person who was on the floor might sit down, and the person who was standing needs to lay down. It's sort of hard to explain until you see it, so let's just give it a go. I need 3 volunteers. Let's do 1, 2, 3.
I have a Russian accent.
I figured you might.
Yes, I'm the cop.
All right. So we need 3.
Wait, I'm the maniac.
Sorry, yes. And then okay, so you guys, you're gonna help me, and then we're gonna freeze,
Yeah.
and you're gonna go in and pick which person you wanna be. So right now, as they do it, you're gonna pick which person you wanna be. All right, so, all right, whenever you're ready, action.
Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? Yes! I swear, I'll put you to justice. I swear, I'll put you to justice.
It's no problem. I lied. I don't know why I'm Spanish.
What are you holding?
Vodka.
What are you holding on your stomach?
My bullet. And I'm being shot by this maniac.
Oh, my truth.
Yes, there we go.
See you at church.
I'll see you at church, Russian lady.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, good, freeze. All right, ladies, go and tap someone on the shoulder that you'd like to take their place. All right, and same parameters. You don't have to pick up where they left off, but you're the same people. We've got a maniac, a Russian lady, and a cop, and we're in Los Angeles. There's been a tragedy. All right, excellent. Here we go.
Get out of my sight!
Hardy, sit down.
Get on the ground. How dare you get You are arrested! Like us! Get down, Cora! You are not doing I have a kidney! You do no good. Get down. I hate my life!
Our levels. Someone's gotta sit, someone's gotta lay. Good. Very good. Okay, good. All right, give ourselves a round of applause. All right, next, what's our next place? Yes.
New York. I was just about to say
New York, okay. All right, what's happening in New York? What's our thing? Yes.
A dance thing!
A dance thing, okay.
Because we're going to New York.
A disco party.
Okay. All right.
Disco
So
party.
we are in New York. We are at a dance call for a new disco musical, right?
Oh, I did this.
So and therefore I say we are all dancers, right? So we have three dancers. You're at a dance call. You're auditioning. You're trying to try out for this new disco musical. I want to see some disco dancing, but I also want you to remember our levels. All right, we're three dancers, which means you can choose your own dancer personality. You can be a saucy dancer. You can be a foreign dancer. You can be a dancer who's bad at dancing. You can be the dancer who's mean to everybody and tries to bully him. You can be the dancer who's the nicest dancer in the world. I don't know. You are your own dancer. All right, let's have three volunteers. Let's do 1, 2, 3. All right.
Are you guys ready for my audition? Here we go. Wait. Sit down. Take a seat. Take a seat. You sit down. Take a seat. Yeah. No. She's trying to steal it.
Emma! This man taunts me!
Let's move on the seats. I need the seats. Oh my goodness. Guys, I think I broke my leg. I can't be in the
Okay,
musical.
pause, freeze. All right, ladies who are out, go tap someone. You're going to take over exactly where they left off.
Oh, I don't even know what is happening.
That's all right. You can make it your own. You can make it your own. It's the same situation. All right, join us out here, my friends, and reaction.
I broke my leg.
Oh,
I can't be in the musical. Are you guys not going to pay any attention to me? I need medical attention. Please. I can't be in the musical. My leg is broken. Okay. We get it. Sit down, please. I need medical attention immediately. We get it. I need medical attention, please. I can't go on like this. My leg is in a lot of pain. What's your problem? My leg is broken. We are going to audition.
We are trying to dance here.
Applause. Very good. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are brutal, and I don't know that I ever want to audition with you. I feel like this could be a big dance too. All right, so the last thing we're going to do, we're going to go back to our beginning, and we're going to, in a circle, we're going to just count together, but we are going to sort of pass a scene along, right? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all right? We're just going to go in a circle. We're going to each number after the other, but create a relationship with the person next to you. So I could look at her and I could be like, 1. All right? She can take that and take that same energy to the next person, or she can change the energy and make it a new kind of energy. She could look at the person and be like, "I won!" Ah! Up to you, right? So we're gonna pass. You can either pass the energy, keep it, or you can change the energy to something new. Are you ready? All right. I'm not gonna begin. Who wants to begin?
Me.
All right, Rye, begin. 1.
2. Six.
A 7?
Okay, good. All right. Excellent. So we're going to try it again. All right? Excellent. All right, so this time, give me more. Give me more. All
Can we go
right?
the other way, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start with someone else, too. Who wants to start this time? Yes, begin.
1, 2, 3, 4. Eight.
Good. Excellent. Give yourselves a round of applause. Take a bow. All right, and remember what we have learned here in our short time together. If you want to get into acting, there's all sorts of things and things online and things you can look at. And just remember, you can use the 3 things much like when you're dancing. You've got your face, your body, your voice, and you've got your text, and you've got your relationships and what you want from the other people. So anyone have any questions about anything? Shakespeare, the world, acting? No? Okay. Thank you so much for coming to this workshop. Let's do one more round. Who shall begin this time?
Me.
All right.
1. 2. 3. 9.
Yes! And that's what we'll leave on. 10s for everybody. Round of applause. Thank you so much, my friends. Have a wonderful Saturday.
You too.